Hi, fire sign. This message is for the fire signs, Aries, and for all the fire signs. This is a special message from Spirit to you. This is intuitive, truth seeker, hope. All the fire signs, especially the ones that this message is directed for, will receive this message from Spirit to you. Please go ahead, hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Thank you. Aries, fire sign, heart. You begin to feel your heart beat fast when you are closed. You begin to feel your heart beat fast when you are closed. And just to let you know, fire signs, just to let you know that this message from Spirit is very long. So I am not sure if I have the capacity to handle the amount of time for this video. So what I will do is I'll put a part 1 and a part 2 so that you can get the messages, okay? All the messages, okay? Thank you for your support. Please go ahead, hit the like and the subscription button. Thank you so very much. Fire sign. You begin to feel your heart beats faster when you are closed. You are trying to do too much by yourself in your effort to be everything to everyone. And now you have found yourself struggling under the weight of it all. Doing it all and carrying all the burdens, struggling by yourself. You need to delegate and share workloads. You don't have to do it alone. And be firm. Say no to the things you can't take on. It is imperative that you put your self-care and personal well-being first. Otherwise, you will burn yourself out and be of no help to anyone. It's like the saying goes, Aries, fire sign, put on your own oxygen mask first before helping others. You may be going through a difficult and challenging time in your life at the moment. But it is coming to an end because you are about to release some of your heavy load. You are also struggling with financial stresses or overworking yourself. You are carrying a heavy weight on your shoulders, and you are keeping it private, unwilling to share your burdens with others. You could also be living beyond your means and is carrying a load of debts. And you have been taking on a burden or a heavy load that you are carrying, just taking on more than you can handle. And this burden has now come to more than you can bear. And now you are on the verge of collapse. You are struggling with your finances and have taken on too much. And you are feeling totally burnt out and overwhelmed. It's a tough situation to be in, but this is your current situation. You need to cut back on your spendings and start to saving every coins you have, and you need to start learning how to delegate some of your responsibilities. Temptation. Think carefully about the situation. The challenges you currently face are temptations. Think carefully about the situation. The challenges you are facing currently, you are going through a challenging time of confusion, chaos, and stability. You are struggling significantly between old and new ways of thinking and operating. So you are struggling currently significantly between an old way of thinking and a new way of thinking and operating, behaving, functioning. You are having a hard time. You are having a challenge or finding it difficult to take decisive actions and to regain a sense of order and structure in your life to move forward. This could be because of your stubbornness, tyrannical behaviors, wanting to control, and wanting to be domineering or too rigid in your approach. Aries, Aries fire sign, please remember this is messages from Spirit, okay? So please hold in the read and keep going. And And this temptation is telling me that you are finding it challenging, a challenge. You're finding it to be a challenge to be disciplined, to discipline yourself. You are also finding it difficult. You're finding it difficult finding mental clarity. There is a energy, fire sign, that came up in your reading while I was reading for you, trying to pick up the energies. And there is an energy that came up in your read while I was doing your read, and it's an air sign. So the air sign came up in your read. This energy that came up in your read, air sign, is like Gemini, Aquarius, maybe Libra, I think. Just look it up, air sign, okay? This energy came up in your read. This energy got it all together. They might be your soulmate. This energy might be your soulmate or your twin flame that came up in your read. A air sign. And this energy is also a temptation or a challenge for you as well. They are your soulmate or your twin flame. So currently, at the moment, because this energy got it all. The Gemini air sign, they got it all. But they are a challenge for you for some reason. The challenges you are currently facing are many. A loss of control, a lack of discipline, and a sense of chaos in your life. The challenges are you need a transformation, change. You need change, but it is not easy for you. It's challenging. So you are struggling with having to change your old limiting belief to new ways of thinking and operating. Having to change your old habits, patterns, and ways of doing things to a new way of seeing the world is a big challenge for you at this current time. It is like trying to squeeze a big pig into a tiny hole. It is just not possible. It just does not make any sense. It just does not work. And this is you're fighting change, when change is what you need to transform your life. And keep hold, because you will see why. You are facing a challenging time of confusion and instabilities. You may feel like you are losing control and authority in your life, and that can be very, very scary. But you have within you, it within you to change. Change is what is needed. But it is not easy for you. It is challenging. So you are struggling with having to change your old limiting belief systems, your old limiting beliefs, to a new way of thinking and operating. Having to having to change your old patterns, habits, and ways of doing things to a new way of seeing the world. You are having a challenge. And so the challenges you are having is you need to regain a sense of order and structure in your life to move forward. It might be a bumpy ride, but at the end you will see victory and triumph awaits you. In the past of your life, Aries fire sign, in the past, there was a lot of illusion in the past, and you needed to in the past avoid the traps of making mistakes. Avoid the traps of making a fantasy for a true soulmate. So in the past, you were supposed to avoid this here, right here. There was a lot of illusion. Avoid the trap of mistaking a fantasy for a true soulmate. Let's get into this for you fire sign. So in the past event in your life, illusions. Avoid the trap of mistaking a fantasy for a true soul connection. So in the past, you had some illusions, and you have not avoided the trap or the traps of mistaking someone who was a false soulmate for your true soulmate. You might have given up your true soulmate for a fantasy soulmate in the past. Your true soulmate knew who you were to them, but you did not see your true soulmate as anything of value other than money taken from them. And as a result, you mistreated your soulmate and went after an illusion. This is a past. A false soulmate who was put in your life as a trap and for you to learn lessons. Give me a minute on fire sign because I have to breathe. In the past, you had some illusion. Past resentments. You wanted revenge. You had some remorse. You had a lot of regrets, and you felt like a failure, or you felt as if you are a failure in everything you do. You wanted to make amends with your true soulmate, and you wanted forgiveness from your true soulmate, and you wanted to cut all your losses. You wanted to reconcile with your true soulmate, but because of all the illusions, something happened, and you decided to cut all your losses, and you were willing to let go of what you were willing to let go of wanting to win at all costs attitude. So you have an attitude in the past of wanting to win at all cost, and you were willing to let go of that attitude, and you were willing to seek a more collaborative approach with your true soulmate. You loved your true soulmate, the real one, the real soulmate. But what was it that made you wanting to compete against your true soulmate? So in the past, you wanted to compete against your true soulmate. In the past, you were too materialistic, always holding on to your money while taking others' money. You do this and hold on to yours, and your focus was wealth and security, win at all cost. I have to breathe again, excuse me. Ooh, I'm feeling some energy from your read. A lot of anxiety, so I'm picking that up. Excuse me. You had a scarcity mindset, holding on to everything. You needed self-improvement and to control yourself. You did something that was fragility. You did something that was fragility. I will spell that word for you. Frugality. Fragility. Being careful when using money. So you were being careful when using money. It's as if your mindset on how to see money needed to change. So your entire perception in the past was an illusion. You were never a giver in the past. You were never a giver in the past. You betrayed your true soulmate and created a lot of conflicts for your true soulmate as well. You were experiencing as well as you were experiencing some betrayal and conflict in your own life as well, while betraying your own soulmate and creating conflicts in your soulmate's life. So whatever you were creating in your soulmate's life, that you were receiving as well, because this is your soulmate. You know, this is spiritual. You got to think about this. Something happened in the past that was spiritual. Okay, please listen. This is very, very important. And you hold on to grudges that were causing all sorts of stresses. You were stingy, like you didn't want to let go of any of your hard-working money while others was paying your way. And you save all your money and you take from others and hoard your resources, afraid that you will need them later. You were basically a tight ass in the past, in every bit of the sense. Then your financial worries started to ease up, and you started feeling a bit more financial security. You had a lot of resentments in the past, financial resentments in the past, feeling like someone has wronged you concerning money. Your only focus was money, and you were angry about this. You felt like someone has financially wronged you, and you were angry about this for a while. This has hindered your financial growth. This resentment is what has hindered your financial growth. You needed to release those old grudges. You started seeing some money flowing, but you kept holding on without the willingness to let it go. You didn't see any growth because of this. You was not willing to let go of the grudges. So therefore, you did not see any growth because of this. So it's like in the past, you self-sabotage. That's what it's called, okay? Clarity. Take time to think about your situation. To gain clarity, the likely turn of events in this situation, if given that everything stays the same. These are the likely turns of events, things that will happen if everything that is going on right now in your life stays the same. The likely turns of events is you will get clarity. You will get clarity. Things will become more clearer to you about all the things that you are going through or you're going through now, as well as about all the things you have been through in the past. You will get clarity given that everything that I just read just now, this message is from Spirit. Given that everything that I just read just now remains the same. Now, this is what is coming if everything remains the same. So you will get clarity, okay? Say that already. Given that everything remains the same. Of the things you're going through right now, the reasons behind them, and also the things that happened in the past, okay? So the likely result is you will get clarity. Take time to think about your situation to gain clarity. You will go through what's called a personal transformation. This is a change you are fearing. This is a change that you are fearing. But you need to understand you are on this earth. You need to understand that you are on this earth for a special reason. And this cannot be carried out until you have change. Personal transformation. You may feel like the ground beneath your feet is shaking and the skies are cracking open and the world around you is collapsing in on itself. Chaos, destruction, and upheaval. You might feel that you are trapped in a sinking ship or caught in quicksand with no escape. This is called transformation. Some people call it dark night of the soul, but you will be going through a transformation. You will need to surrender so you can move forward and start doing the work you are here to do. You will need to surrender and so you can move forward and start doing the work that you are here to do. It will feel like you are walking on eggshells. You may see everything around you falling apart. It is because if you see everything around you falling apart, it is because the foundation in which they were built was not a solid foundation. You might undergo some stormy time. You are suffering, averting or delaying a disaster that must happen or will happen in order for your personal transformation, clarity, and change, the change that is needed, and it will not feel comfortable. Fire sign. I hope I was clear, because the whole time during this read I felt a sense of anxiety, and it was very, very hard to catch my breath. So I hope wherever you are right now that you are okay. First part of your reading is heart. So I hope you check your heart out and you're not having any problems with your heart. And even saying this right now, I'm getting I'm getting anxiety, and I feel like I cannot breathe. So please pay attention to your heart, because the energy I am picking up for you is you need to check out your heart. You might be having some issues with your heart, or see your doctor to make sure that you keep track of making sure your heart is okay. Please take this message to your concerns. Pay some attention to the messages, or just wait and see if any of it is makes sense to you. But these are your messages from Spirit. Please go ahead, hit the like, share, and subscribe button. I do appreciate you guys, and this read has gotten me a little bit took my breath away a little bit. So I have gotten a little bit of clarity on your read. So I hope you yourself got some clarity on your own read. And Fire Sign, I do love you, and I am sending you much love and blessings. Bye, Fire Sign.